is going on, comic book and San Diego Comic-Con Familia? Yes, I survived Comic-Con 2022. Today I'm just going to talk about the con, how it went, the highs and the lows and everything in between. And there's going to be another video after this showing which comic books and other things that I bought during the San Diego Comic-Con. And there's 3 major books that I got this last week, but that's going to be another video. So I went, first of all, as usual, whomever watches my videos and my channel, I always appreciate it. YouTube videos and talking about comic books and movies and TV shows has always been a passion of my life. And I just decided to start making more and more YouTube videos, if you see my previous videos, of course. So, but this main video today, like I said, is going to be about San Diego Comic-Con 2022 that just finished just last Sunday. So basically my time started actually Tuesday, a week ago. Tomorrow's Tuesday, and we already started getting in line for preview night. Preview nights happen on Wednesdays and they go like from 6 to 9 p.m. They call it preview night because it's just a little jump start to getting the con going. Supposedly they sell less badges just for that specific day, but it was packed. I mean, everybody was just running towards all the vendors to try to get all the exclusives. I got a couple, but it's very hard. Sometimes I must say, exhibitors are there ahead of us and they get in line. And even though you're like the first people in the panel, attendees, so to speak, by the time you get to a vendor, it's just sold out, which was unfortunate. But I did get the books that I wanted. You have to do your due diligence. You just got to keep on going for it. Even though, you may be disappointed, there's also another day that you can try to get your exclusives. And I got like about 90% of everything that I wanted. So Thursday was the very first official day of San Diego Comic-Con. Once again, we got up early to get to the con in time. The sooner you get there, the sooner you get inside the convention center. So I got some exclusives, I walked around, this year's Comic-Con, to be honest with you, was different from previous Comic-Cons. I've been more active on social media, on Instagram specifically, and YouTube, and I've been meeting a lot of friends, a lot of them in the San Diego area and some from other parts of the United States. And we getting to know each other, and I saw a lot of them at San Diego Comic-Con, and that to me was awesome. Making new friends, hanging out with these new friends, and we would just pass each other in the convention center, or we would end up in the same panels, and we would help each other out trying to get exclusives. So this one was different for me, because usually I'm always, with my family, which I always like to do. But since I've been more active on social media like Instagram and YouTube, just making all these connections, that helps me out with my YouTube channel, and it just makes it more fun, meeting new people who have the same interests and likes as you. So that was really, different, this year. Another thing that was different this year, especially on Thursday, yes, if you haven't heard, myself and 3 of my friends, we hosted our own very first panel at San Diego Comic-Con. This all came about basically the last 2 or 3 weeks before the con started. I'm always saying, it's part of the, when you go on social media, Instagram and YouTube, it's all about networking. I was fortunate enough to meet somebody who works for Comic-Con, and I told him I was trying to get a panel, but I wasn't sure how to do it, and I went the wrong way, and he directed me the right way. Thank you, Tommy, very much. And he said, no, you're supposed to, fill out these forms, which I had no idea. And I submitted the forms, and I was basically told, if there's a cancellation from somebody doing a panel, we'll let you know and we'll try to fit you in. So that's what happened. It was last minute. So of course I asked my nephew, Ian Hoodrat Comics, and then I seen Mickey from Swaggle House at a small local con in Anaheim, and I said, hey, I'm trying to put a panel together for San Diego Comic-Con. Are you going? He said, yes. I go, would you like to be in our panel? And of course, he said yes. So I was like, thanks so much. And the last person that we got, it was a last minute replacement. Also, it was John from Bronze and Modern Gods. Ian knows him a little bit more than me, but I had met him at that small con too, where I met Mickey. And he reached out to him and he said, "Hey, do you want to be, excuse me, do you want to be doing a panel with us? How to start a comic YouTube channel?" And he said yes. So we had our 4 people in the panel. I was moderating. I was asking questions to all the people in the panel and myself. And it just went from there. It was a quick 50 minutes. We had time for a couple of Q&As. And it's an experience. I had never, ever thought I would do something like this. And we are part of official Comic-Con history. So that was a great way to start off the con on a Thursday. After that, there's part of and I'm going to be showing pictures too, throughout this video, just pictures of the convention when I was there all 4 or 5 days. After that, after the high of that, we went back to the convention center and we went hunting for exclusives again. That's the whole thing about Comic-Con. If you want these exclusives, you have to get there really, really early, and if you're fortunate enough to get them. If not, there's always the next day until they sell out. That was just Thursday, and then Friday we got there early again. We went down to the floor, try to get more exclusives, and I got, like I said, about 90% of everything that I wanted. When you go to one panel, when you go to one vendor to get something, you can't be 2 places at once. So if you get something, an exclusive in one vendor, most likely the other one's going to be sold out. I was fortunate enough a couple times to have my daughter with me and my family members and friends. Like I said, we would help each other out. I wasn't in a line. My daughter would help me out. She would go to another place and get the books that I wanted. So that's always a good thing when you have friends and family helping you out to get the exclusives you want. At the same time, when you want to get an exclusive, you have to make your mind. Do you want this exclusive, or do you want to go to a panel where they start talking about movies, TV shows, Marvel's there, talking about all the upcoming books. So you can't be everywhere at once. The big days for panels is Saturday in Hall H, where basically Hollywood invades Comic-Con. But I didn't go this year because you basically have to stay there starting Thursday, and you have to be there starting Friday until Saturday, until the panel opens. Then you go inside the panel for Hall H, and you're there basically all day. So basically it's like a day and a half waiting to go see these panels. And like I said, Hall H on Saturday is the big one, and it is worth it. I've done it before in the past, and the excitement, you can just feel all the energy when all these major stars come out showing their upcoming movies and TV shows. It is worth it, but like I said, you do miss like a day and a half, without being able to do anything else. One of the things I also noticed about Comic-Con this year was the Gaslamp District, which is part of the downtown in San Diego. It was active. There was a lot of things, but it seemed a little bit not as much excitement as years past. Petco Park, where the Padres play, they had some like vendors there too. They had like Netflix and Nickelodeon there, but it wasn't as big as years past. I'm assuming it's because of COVID. Everybody's still coming back from that, and that was a little bit more subdued, but it was still crowded. It was crowded. I'd say about 90% of what Comic-Cons usually are crowded. San Diego Comic-Con, they still had the mask mandate, and they were very strict about it. I went to Star Wars Celebration, and they told you to put on the mask, but once you got inside the convention center, I'd say about 80% of the people were not wearing masks. San Diego is different. I'd say 90% of the people were wearing masks, and if you weren't wearing a mask, you would have security every now and then come up to you and say, hey, you have to put on your mask. So they were very strict about it. But that being said, it was a great con. Like I said, there were different things, since I've been a little bit more active on social media, that's helped me meet more people. I did giveaways on my own at the convention. I would just post on Instagram. If anybody sees me on Thursday, they come up to me basically and say, hi, I'm gonna give away a comic book. I did it Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I didn't do it Sunday because I was so tired. I forgot to grab one of my comic books. So, but a couple of people came up to me, about 4 or 5 people came up to me saying, "Hey, I seen your YouTube channel," and that made me feel really nice. If if I can say that, just like sometimes when I do my videos, I go, I wonder if anybody watches my videos, that much. But yeah, about 4 or 5 people came up to me and they said, "Hey, your Past Point Comics." I said yes. I gave them a prize. On Saturday, I had breakfast in Gaslamp District, just at a small little restaurant, and I was just sitting on the bar. It's easier to get a seat there to eat. And then I started talking to this person next to me, and we were talking about comic books, what comic books he likes. He liked Marvel, so did I. And I told him I have a YouTube channel, and he said, I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel. So I was giving him as many tips as I could. I'm no expert by any means of the imagination, but I just told him, try to get good lighting, get a microphone, be passionate about, your subject matter, whether it be comic books or movies, whatever you do it on, just want to do it and be passionate about it. So we were talking for about a half an hour, and he was nice enough to buy me breakfast. I told him, you don't have to do that. It's breakfast. I go, no, I can pay for this. He goes, no, you really helped me out, giving me tips about YouTube, and I think I may go for it, he said he would, see if he could do his own YouTube channel. So he bought me breakfast. So I said, wow, thank you so much. That's one of the things that I try to do when I go to San Diego Comic-Con or any cons. I try talking to people more than I usually do in my normal life. I say hi to everybody, to the security guard. I say hi, to whomever, obviously the people in the con, when we're in line, I talk to them. I try to be as just outgoing more than usual. So that was Saturday, the big day in Hall H, which I didn't go to. And then Sunday, the last day, is when everything starts a little bit winding down. You're very tired, but people who've been going to Comic Cons for a long time, be it San Diego or New York Comic Con or Emerald Con or Baltimore Con, wherever it is, you just have to build up your stamina and know it's only for 4 very exciting days. So you just try to hang in there. There are times when I get tired and I have to sit down. But then I see a picture on Instagram, I look at this book that is for sale, or I see somebody else posting something on Instagram or YouTube, and that gets my blood flowing again. So I say, get up, keep on going. There's only one time that I fell asleep in my car. It was on a Sunday years ago. I was just tired, from Saturday and all the other previous days. And this was a few years ago that I just took a nap in my car. So if you have to take a nap, this is another advice from Comic-Con. If anybody ever goes to San Diego or any other Comic-Con, it's okay to sit down and relax. But that was Sunday. It was winding down. I bought a couple more comic books, just walking around, trying to take it all in, because Comic-Con ended and won't be back for another year. So like I said, this is just an overview of how I felt this con went. I give it like a solid B+. There was, like I said, there were still crowds, but to me it was a different experience because I've been making a lot more friends, like I said, on social media, on Instagram, and I ran into them a lot at the con, which is always fun. We have this same passion for comic books. That's what all draws us together, so to speak. So yeah, I just wanted to do this video just to show you an overview of how the con went. The highlight for me, I must say, was being able to, like I said previously, do my own panel. I mean, this is a one-in-a-lifetime experience, and hopefully, I already sent an email to the people who got me the panel, at the people who work for Comic-Con, that we will be interested in doing another panel, next year, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. But until next time, this is Efren, Past Point Comics. Whomever watches these videos, like I said, I always appreciate it. I hope you like it. Leave a comment. If you want to see anything else coming up in the future, I got a lot of things that I'm thinking about doing. I'm going to be doing a video right after this showing you the books and everything else that I bought at San Diego Comic-Con, and I got 3 major books, like I said at the beginning of this video. But until next time, everybody be safe and take care.